Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital spoilers. Did GH drop Agent Kate's investigation? Sonny gets off scot-free, no justice for Jagger. General Hospital, GH, spoilers reveal that Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, had a close call thanks to Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Gran, recent stint in Pentonville. Since Sonny didn't want Alexis to go down for a crime she didn't commit, he was prepared to make a full confession and go to prison instead. Sonny is guilty of eliminating Agent John Jagger Cates, Adam J. Harrington, and a whole lot more, but it looks like he may get off scot-free. Since Sonny never really pays for his criminal behavior, that's not really surprising. However, it's starting to feel like the show might have dropped the Agent Kate's investigation story completely. The weapon Alexis dumped suddenly appeared at the police station and ensured that she'd walk free, so Sonny canceled his confession plans. Now there's no reason for Sonny to come clean, and perhaps no reason to continue this storyline. If they're not going to put Sonny behind bars and give Jagger any kind of justice, what's the point? Of course, John wasn't exactly a great guy since he abused his power as an FBI agent and drove Sonny to his breaking point by going after Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Mancy. Most fans aren't mourning the loss and might even be happy if the show's moving on from this story altogether. Many GH viewers are probably fine saying goodbye and good riddance. The show arguably took Sonny too far by having him fire at John so recklessly on the Quartermain property, so maybe it's best to brush all that under the rug and just forget about it. Naturally, it's possible the John investigation storyline is still on hold and will come back around after all the transplant drama is over. That said, it certainly feels like the show's focused on setting up new stories and propelling Port Charles forward instead. How do you feel about Sonny getting away with what he did to Agent Kates? Do you think John deserved justice, or did he get what he had coming to him? Our predictions point to Sonny landing in some fresh jams with Jen Sidwell, Carlo Rhoda, in the coming episodes, which means he may have a new rival to go up against. General Hospital spoilers say Sonny still has some conflict in his future, so stay tuned for updates on any terrible news to come. In the high-stakes world of General Hospital, a series of twists has fans buzzing about the fate of Sonny Corinthos and the looming shadow of justice, or lack thereof, for Jagger Cates. The tantalizing buildup of Agent Kate's investigation seemed destined to bring Sonny's empire to its knees. But recent developments hint at an unexpected turn. Could GH be dropping the investigation altogether? If Sonny gets off scot-free, the fallout will ripple through Port Charles in ways no one could have foreseen. Agent Kates entered the scene with a laser focus on taking Sonny down, driven by a personal vendetta and a sense of duty that bordered on obsession. For months, he gathered evidence, roped in resources from his agency, and kept Port Charles residents on edge with his relentless pursuit. Yet, just as his investigation was poised to yield the kind of revelations that could change everything, it seemed to vanish into thin air. Fans are left wondering, did GH drop the storyline, leaving Sonny to walk away unscathed? The vanishing act of justice. From the beginning, Agent Kate's involvement felt deeply personal. Rumor has it that the storyline was meant to tie back to Jagger Cates, a beloved character from GH's past, as well as his brother, the iconic Stone Cates. Jagger and Sonny had an unspoken truce, bound by their mutual love for Stone, and a respect that developed through their shared history. The promise of justice for Jagger, after years of loss and heartache due to the violent world Sonny commands, seemed like it was set to serve as poetic closure. But now, as the investigation crumbles, it feels like any chance for justice may be slipping away. This leaves viewers questioning why GH would abandon such a gripping arc. One theory suggests that GH's writers may have been testing the waters, seeing if fans would rally behind Agent Cates as an anti-hero of sorts, someone willing to dig up the skeletons in Sonny's closet to vent his reign. But when faced with the unwavering loyalty of Sonny's fanbase, perhaps the writers felt the backlash and chose to step back. Sonny Corinthos, after all, is one of Port Charles' most iconic figures, and any storyline threatening his empire would undoubtedly stir passionate responses from the audience. Jagger's legacy, was it all for nothing? Jagger Cates represented more than just another figure from Sonny's past. He was an embodiment of loyalty, morality, and a complex emotional history that intertwined with some of GH's most poignant storylines. His brother, Stone, succumbed to AIDS, and his passing not only marked a watershed moment in GH's history, but also shaped Jagger's relationship with Sonny. They've had their differences, but when it came to Stone, they found common ground. If GH abandons this storyline, it raises unsettling questions about whether Jagger's legacy will ever be properly addressed. The show's subtle hints that Cates' motivation was driven by a need to honor his brother's memory, by exposing the darker side of Sonny's world, left fans hoping that Jagger would finally get the recognition he deserves. Instead, it seems his struggle may go unrecognized, a mere blip in Sonny's ever-dominant storyline. Sonny walks away. What does this mean for Port Charles? Assuming Sonny escapes unscathed, this turn of events will send shockwaves through Port Charles. For years, he's managed to keep his enemies at bay, keeping a tight grip on both his family and his empire. The prospect of him getting off scot-free only reinforces his role as an untouchable force in town, a man whose power supersedes the law. If Agent Cates, with all this tenacity, couldn't pin him down, then who could? For characters like Carly, who always seems to find herself back in Sonny's orbit, and Michael, who wrestles with his father's dangerous lifestyle, Sonny's evasion of justice reopens old wounds. While Michael has tried to distance himself from the mob life, witnessing his father dodge accountability once again could lead him to reassess his loyalty. Then there's Nina. With her entanglement in Sonny's life, she's become increasingly aware of the dangers that accompany loving him. Watching Sonny evade Cates' investigation might leave her questioning her own safety and whether Sonny can ever truly leave his empire behind. This could mark a critical turning point for her, leading to a gut-wrenching decision about whether Sonny is worth the risk to her heart and her future. Fallout for Agent Cates. Is he going rogue? If GH does drop the investigation, it doesn't mean Agent Cates will simply pack up and leave town. He's invested too much of himself in this case to walk away quietly. On top of that, his personal vendetta against Sonny suggests that he might be willing to take things into his own hands if the law won't back him up. Without the support of his agency, Cates would have no choice but to go rogue. In doing so, he risks his career and his reputation. But for Cates, the quest to bring Sonny down has always been deeply personal. If he takes this path, Port Charles could see a darker side of Agent Cates, one where he's willing to go to extremes, perhaps even crossing ethical lines, to see Sonny pay for his sins. This could open the door for new alliances, with Cates reaching out to unlikely allies who also want Sonny's downfall. The bigger picture. Is GH ready to rewrite Sonny's fate? For years, Sonny has been GH's anti-hero, a mobster with a code, a man who commands respect and fear in equal measure. His complex character has endeared him to fans who overlook his criminal actions, seeing instead a man of loyalty and love for his family. But as Port Charles evolves, GH may need to examine whether Sonny's brand of justice still fits into the world of 2024. If Sonny is to continue as Port Charles' de facto leader, what does it say about the town itself? Are the residents willing to turn a blind eye to his wrongdoings, as long as he protects his own? If Agent Kate's investigation is indeed dropped, GH might be reinforcing the idea that Sonny is above the law, an invincible force in a town that has made peace with moral ambiguity. The fan factor. Does Sonny deserve a pass? The decision to potentially drop Agent Kate's investigation may well be influenced by the power of GH's fanbase. Over the years, Sonny has amassed a fiercely loyal following, and the writers know that any attempt to permanently dethrone him could lead to an uproar. However, some fans have expressed disappointment that Sonny continually evades justice, and they're clamoring for a storyline that holds him accountable. Dropping the investigation risks alienating viewers who were hoping for a shift in GH's moral compass. For those fans, Jagger's legacy was more than just a plot device. It was a chance to see GH tackle complex issues, to finally address the consequences of Sonny's actions, and to pay tribute to characters who sacrificed so much. If Sonny gets a pass, it could signal that Port Charles is willing to overlook just about anything, as long as it's done in the name of loyalty. In conclusion, a polarizing end to a promising arc. Whether or not GH drops the investigation, this storyline will leave a mark on the show's landscape. If Sonny escapes, it's a testament to his staying power, a validation of his complex role as both protector and villain in Port Charles. However, fans who have longed for justice for Jagger and his legacy may feel a pang of loss, a sense that GH missed an opportunity to delve into new depths of storytelling. As always, General Hospital knows how to keep its viewers on edge, and this storyline proves just that. For now, it appears Sonny may walk away unscathed, leaving Agent Kate's to pick up the pieces of his shattered investigation. But in the world of Port Charles, nothing is ever truly over, and sometimes the quietest moments harbor the biggest explosions yet to come.